ophthalmologically. Good afternoon, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania. If you're new here, so I figured today we are mostly going to focus on a new Huda Beauty product. This is the Sticky Tack Lash Glue. Latex free, it makes a lot of claims. So we are going to do a quick eye look just using the new Mcgrath palette because I figured why not. But we are mostly going to focus on the lash glue and see if the claims live up. I haven't used it yet. I wanted to do the intro between because I was like, what if this really messes up my makeup? And I'm like, I'm scared. So we are going to just test this out. Wish me luck. We'll see how it goes. And let's go ahead and hop into this video. Please don't forget to subscribe before we get started. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let's give this lash glue a try. It's supposedly going to be able to be a stickable for like up to 4 hours type thing. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we are not gonna like focus a lot on the eyes. We're just gonna do a quick eye look and really get to the lash glue part. But I wanted to use this guy again since I did like swatches in my initial video. I didn't really do a whole look with it and I just want to put it on. Like that's all it is. So we're gonna get started. I feel like these things are magnetized. Everything's sticking to them. So we're gonna dip into the ABH for crease shades. So to start, I'm gonna take a 3 and just go through the, okay, that's a little bit orangier than I wanted it to be. So never mind, we're gonna take a D1. I don't remember these browns being so orangey. I didn't necessarily want to go an orangey route. All right, so mine changed. I'm gonna use the Moon Spell from Manny and take this brown because I know it's a true brown through the crease. I just wanted more of a neutrally one rather than like a purple shade. But you guys be so proud. My husband's downstairs and I'm filming. I'm like, I don't care. I just need to do it. And he has not gone back to work yet. So yeah, we are going to just not care that he's here. And I'm gonna pretend like he's not listening. You know, I doubt he is. He's been complaining, not complaining, but like he had not a great doctor's visit today. They had to pull some stuff out of uncomfortable places. So he hasn't moved. Okay, just to make it so not neutral, I'm gonna grab my Norvina 1 palette. I kind of just been using like all of these in all different ways. Like I've actually been getting a good amount of use out of these, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm just gonna mix a few of the purples and just very lightly deepen up the crease since we're gonna be using like some pinks and plums. Did you guys see that Tati's coming out with her own palette? Like I know we're so overwhelmed by like everybody starting a brand, you know what I mean? That's just how it feels, just another day, you know? But I'm actually really excited. I feel like out of all like influencers, like whether you enjoy her or not, like her work ethic is something to be so admired. And I really feel like she does her best like actually giving reviews. Like I feel like a lot of YouTubers that get that big, they don't necessarily give you like the best reviews. Like they're too scared to be negative, and she's never really like that. Like if she doesn't like something, she just says it. Not to say, I mean, there's plenty of products that she's recommended that I'm like, it's just not my style of makeup that she does, but nonetheless, like I'm really excited about like the textures in her palette, and I'm really interested to see what the price is gonna be. That's where it's gonna get interesting. The only thing I don't like about this packaging is I can't tell which palette it is. Like, unless you put it in the box again, like, it's hard to tell which one. So, oh, I dyed my hair today, and I'm just like, oh, I just need a little pick-me-up. I have this lip color on because I cannot decide if I love it or not. This is Raw Dog from Fenty. It's the first dark color my husband's ever been like, ooh, that's pretty. So we're gonna go in with this shade and then the lighter one on the inner corner. So we're gonna kind of do both. The only thing is, I feel like the other ones like dried down so nicely. Like the dark, what is it? The dark brown one that I have dried down nicely. Like it didn't really take any time. This one doesn't fully dry down. Like, am I crazy? Please somebody try it and let me know. But I'm like so scared to touch my lips because it comes off. Like, I don't remember that happening with any of the other ones. And with a color like this, I'm just so not careful when it comes to like eating and drinking and just like wiping my face that I'm scared to like leave this on all day. Like I could just see myself walking around and just getting it completely like everywhere. It would be so bad. So I'm still just trying to decide if I love it or if I'm just like, nope, this one's not gonna be for me, you know? All right, let's go in with the very pretty pink shade. I can honestly tell you this is probably like one of my favorite shades ever from like Pat McGrath. Like, it's so pretty. Oh, hopefully it's picking up on camera. All right, I'm gonna have to buff that through the crease because the glitter is transferring, and that's fine. It's so pretty that I'm just like, whatever. All right, I am just going to buff out the crease a little bit more and then put some eyeliner on, and then we will move on to lashes and test out this lash glue. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping this is gonna work. All right, guys, so I finished off the eye look. I added Sandcastle from Fenty, and then just to kind of let you guys know, I did use the Black Coffee from Pat McGrath in my waterline, and I went ahead and just kind of used this Artist Couture palette on the lower lash line. I didn't want it to be so purpley, so I kind of drew in more browns, but I figure you guys have seen me do the bottom lash line. It's not like I did anything special, you know? So I was like, let's get into this lash glue because that's what I'm here for. Maybe what you're here for, but I'm excited to test it out nonetheless. I'm gonna look it up on Sephora because it does not give you much on the box other than the directions, which I wanna know exactly what we're getting here. All right, so here's what the little tube looks like. I mean, it's tiny, but all lash glues are tiny, you know what I mean? I swear they run and get legs, and I don't know where they go. But I was mostly interested in this product. I always have a hard time with lashes. I'm definitely not a lash wearer. Like even the like extensions I had a hard time with because I was always rubbing my eyes. And then lash glues, like my eyes will turn pretty red with lash glue, and my eyes are super sensitive even with just with eyeshadow. So that's kind of where I was at. Like I'll be, you know, on the rare occasions I go out, okay? Like dancing or whatever, if like a friend in the middle of the night is like, your lash is coming off on the inner corner, chances are I am not going to go fix it. Like I told my friend Mia, I was like, well, I've already had a few drinks, so I could care less, you know, like, so I really want to see if this would work. Let's see what it says. It says waterproof, a waterproof lash glue that is restickable and dries totally clear, leaves no marks or stains, making readjustment easy. Huda Beauty's latex-free lash glue dries within seconds for a long-lasting and waterproof hold that ensures your lashes stay flawless. The extra sticky technology not only allows for multiple applications, but also easy positioning, making this glue restickable for up to 4 hours after initial application. It says ophthalmologically latex-free, eye doctor tested, making it suitable for even the most sensitive eyes. So it's supposed to be for sensitive eyes. Apparently you're supposed to be able to use the lash glue and then adjust it within 4 hours, like not having to reapply anymore in case one of the corners like pops up. I usually use the Duo lash glue. I can't say I found any lash glues that are like my absolute favorite. I do like the applicator, like the little tiny thing rather than a brush. I think that's nice. We are going to be trying these out with the Lily lashes. These are the synthetic lashes. I haven't actually tried them yet. These are in the style Atlanta. I've already trimmed them just to make this go by a little faster. I had to trim them quite a bit, but I feel like Lily Lashes is just playing games with us. Like they keep doing the whole like, we're only bringing it back once, and then like I see it back in stock every few weeks, but then they sell out immediately, and I'm like, people like these. They're way more affordable than your mink. Like just leave them in here, Lily. I like them. I like that they look more expensive than they are. Okay, it doesn't really say how long to leave it on, so I'm gonna do what you would like normally do with lash glue, which is like let it kind of dry for a few minutes. I will say, as much as I just said I like the whole applicator on this, it does like spurt out pretty fast, so you have to be really careful trying to get it to not do that. So I'm just gonna try this the normal way. I have been having some luck trying to, like I'll actually put lash glue now on my inner corner. That's usually where they tend to pop up, but I'm not gonna do that today. I really wanna see if this glue, what it does. So I have it nice and coated. Let's wait a few seconds. What are you guys up to this weekend? I am going to dinner with some friends, and then I think I just want to do nothing. Watch some scary Halloween movies. If you guys have recommendations, I would appreciate it. We watched Hush this last weekend, which was okay. A little creepy, but like good way, like it wasn't too bad. And then we watched the Tall Grass one on Netflix, and that was good. And we watched Fractured. We've watched a lot of movies since we haven't been able to go anyway. But like we're out of good scary movies, so I would love to hear you guys' recommendation. Like I said, I am not a pro, so do not judge me on this application. Okay, so the lashes went on just fine. I feel like I need to trim this side just a little bit more because you guys can tell it's coming down a little bit lower. So I thought I would go ahead and just kind of show you how they look. The lashes went on fine. They stuck, but the whole point of this glue is that it's restickable, so you're not supposed to have to like reapply any. So I'm actually going to take this one off and trim it and try to stick it back on because it's supposed to be for 4 hours and it's only been 10 minutes. So we will see. Snip, snip. We will try again. In a mirror. One good sign so far though is like nothing's like my eyes aren't turning any more red than like usual. Like I said, I used the Duo one that's like supposed to be for sensitive eyes, and that one still turns my eyes red. And I've tried quite a few. What is your guys' favorite like lash glue? Are you attached? Excuse me. I swear, one eye is always better than the other eye. And for me, this is my bad eye. All right though, lashes are on. I didn't notice anything different between, like, it did restick. Like, it's on there. I know it looks a little weird, but, like, they are on. They're not popping up at all. This is really creepy that I'm this close with my eyeballs. And my eyes are still clear, which is great. So we are going to do some check-ins in, like, an hour and see if, like, any of the sides or edges have popped off, and just kind of test it out for the next few hours, because that's the part that I want to know if it like actually works. I mean, it smells. It smells like glue. It's not really like I could like review, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's hard to review a product. It did dry clear, or it did dry down. Like it didn't disrupt anything. I didn't have a hard time with it. The one thing I will say is at first I thought like, oh, I really like this applicator, but it is a kind of a struggle to like get it out just like the perfect amount. You got to be gentle, and I have like, I want to squeeze, so don't do that. And then it's a little bit dirty around the cap, but not a big deal. So I don't know if I'm gonna like that, just because stuff like this, like especially glues, you might have to go back in and poke a nail in it because the glue will dry over the opening. So I will be back to check in and we'll see what happens. All right, so it's been about 2 hours. Everything is holding up really well. I don't think I mentioned, I tried out the new Smashbox Fluid Foundation. I just got a sample of it. And at first I was like not used to like having another matte like foundation because I've been using so many luminous ones. But now that it's settled in, this is a really nice foundation. Like I'm actually really, really liking it. It didn't oxidize as much as I thought, so I don't know if it's like the perfect match. I feel like my body is a little darker because I was scared of that, but it really didn't do that much. So eyelash wise, like they've stuck on. So regardless, even if we can't stick them back on, like usually my inner corner like pops out immediately and I can't really see that. Yeah, so they're still on there. I don't know why, but this lash is just bothering me, like in general. Like it's just not, like this one just looks better. I didn't tight line too much. I just went in slightly just because, like I said, it irritates my eyes, but my eyes are pretty clear for what they usually are at this point. So I'm actually really, really happy with this, that it is working for sensitive eyes. So let's go ahead just for shits and giggles. Ooh, all right, let's pull off the lash like halfway. So let's do that, and then we'll see if it actually sticks back on because it says up to 4 hours. So, all right, it did stick back on. All right, let's take the whole thing off. I'm gonna feel it. I just want to see. It still feels like it has a tiny bit of stick to it, but not much. So that could have been a mistake. I don't think it's really meant to like peel the whole thing off and put it back on. I just wanted to see for the review if it would do that. But no, it's pretty tacky still. Like, it's not bad. Yeah, I think this one is just more like the style of Lash. Like, for some reason it has that like inner corner, like it's just going up higher on the side, but it did stick right back down. Like, they're pretty on there. Like, let me just uncomfortably like pet my lashes, I guess. All right. This one's not really sticking as well as I was thinking it was sticking. So I don't feel like it's, I do feel like it does stick much better than normal glues. Usually normal glues you have to like reapply the whole glue part, but it's working out well. Like, it did stick back down, and I don't think I could like go crazy and like rub my eyes. I don't know about the waterproof part of it, but this feels like, especially this lash that I didn't take off, feels really nice and secure. Like, I'm not really having any issues with it going anywhere at all. Is it like, is the hold amazing after you like remove it and put it back? Definitely not. But I think even initially, like, I feel like this is going to be like a long lasting lash glue. And if you just happen to by chance have a corner pop up, you could easily put it back in place. So yeah, what do you guys think? Just for fun, let's just put a little glitter in the center. Oh my gosh. Ooh. And I just used the light pink shade again, right here. This lipstick, even though I said like, yeah, it doesn't dry down all the way, like I haven't had any like huge issues. Like, yes, if you touch it, it moves, and sometimes like that's gonna drive me absolutely insane if you're not careful, but it's still like, it's wearing off in a very flattering way. It's super comfortable for a liquid lipstick. So this is 14 bucks, which is expensive for a lash glue. I mean, the average price I think is like $9. I was looking up all the prices of like Duo and all that, and usually you pay around $9, and then like velour is 12, so it's not crazy expensive. It's about $5 more than you would pick up at like the drugstore. But to be honest, for me, I'm more impressed by that my eyes aren't irritated by it. Okay, so it stuck well until I started really messing with it. Do I think it's completely like for 4 hours you're gonna be able to like stick it back on perfectly? Maybe not, but if it's just like one little corner, I think you'll be fine. So I'm gonna keep testing this out, but first impression wise, like, it worked out better than I thought. Like, I thought it was like, you're gonna blow smoke up my ass, you know what I mean? Like, about this whole like re-sticking on thing. So I'm pretty impressed by it. I'm gonna continue to use it, and I'll update you guys for sure, but let me know what you think, if you've tried it, if you think it's worth it. But yeah, right now I'm excited to like keep using it. Not bad. 14 bucks. I feel like if it works out well and it doesn't irritate my eyes, it's worth the $14 for me, because I end up looking, you know, people think I'm on drugs all the time, and I'm just like, I'm not. It's just my eyes are just sensitive. So that is it for me. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.